Okay, good morning. Good evening, everybody.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Evening, ma'am.
So today we will do verb. Okay. What is a verb first of all? What is a verb? Verb. You know what is a verb? Who will tell me what is a verb?
All verbs are work.
Or how will you say? Verb is a doing word, suggesting an action. Any action means verb. Whatever you are doing, running, eating, dancing, singing, going, coming, all these are verbs because only activity, all types of actions. It might be physical, it might be mental. So they are all called verbs. Okay. So in short, you can say verb is a doing word, suggesting an action. Okay. So see the examples. The boy runs fast. The sun rises in the east. The boy runs fast. Which word is verb?
Ma'am runs.
Runs.
That is action. So the sun rises in the east.
Rises.
Rises. Okay. There are now, so all the action, any work, there is an action, it is a verb. So there are how many types of verbs? There are 4 types: activity verbs, mental verbs, communicative verbs, and lexical or main verbs. Okay, so we will do first activity verbs, which I told first, action. Sonalika dances well. Radhika sings well. Niranjan walks slowly. Okay, now you can add Jagriti is reading, or Lopita is dancing, or Ritu is reading, whatever, reading, singing, dancing, these are all activities, some action you are doing. So those are called activity verbs.
Ma'am is teaching.
Teaching, yes, I'm doing some action. So that is also activity verb. So all types of action, full of actions, ekdam direct action. Not mental, now you will do after that mental. So this is activity verb. So any action means that is activity verb. As it is, verb means a doing word, something or the other you are doing. Usually it suggests an action. Now, so we have divided how many types of verbs. So activity is only actions. Okay. Now, activity, I will ask you, Sukanya, Sukanya,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me one activity verb, one sentence with the activity verb.
Ma'am, I am speaking.
Yes, I'm speaking, I'm talking, I'm reading, I'm looking there, or I'm running. Okay. Pratyusha,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me one sentence with an activity verb.
Ma'am, dancing.
No, tell me one sentence. Full sentence with an activity verb. It is so easy. What you are thinking?
Wow. मैम मैं एफबी का ज्वाइन कर ली
अभी का join कर लो. अच्छा, तो अभी तक now I have not taught anything. Only that verb is a doing word suggesting an action. So I have given examples. The boy runs fast. The sun rises in the east. So these are all some actions. So they are verbs. Runs, rises. So there are 4 types of verbs: activity verbs, mental verbs, communicative verbs, and lexical or main verbs. Okay. So first one is activity verb. So activity means only action. Sonalika dances well. Radhika sings well. Niranjan walks slowly. Examples I have given, and you can say from your own what is an activity verb. That's why I asked you, tell me a sentence having an activity verb. Say, Pratyusha.
Yes.
Say, Pratyusha is eating or Pratyusha is running. Whatever. All these are activity verbs. Okay. Gitanjali Raut.
Yes, ma'am.
Give me one example. A sentence with the activity verb.
Sony is writing.
Yes. Lopita. You tell me one. Give me one example. Quick.
I'm listening. Here, listening is the activity verb.
What did you say? I am.
Ma'am, I'm listening here. Listening is the activity verb.
Yes, yes. I am listening. Huh, I could not follow you. Okay. Kumar Mahaprasad. Kumar. Are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
You tell me.
Yes,
Give me
ma'am.
one. Give me one example.
Yes, ma'am.
They make a sentence with having one activity verb. Fast, jaldi, quick. It is so easy. Any action.
Sonalika dance well.
It's all right. Now, Dipti, you make a sentence.
We are playing.
We are playing, right? Raja.
Ramo is drinking.
What did you say? Ramo?
Ramo is drinking.
Ramo, you'll say, you will not say, you'll say Ram is drinking. Okay. Ram is drinking. Tick.
Yes,
It's all
ma'am.
right. Sangeeta. Sangeeta. Okay. Ashutosh. Ashutosh Panigrahi. Now, children, you have to respond. When I'm asking you, tell, otherwise, how will you learn and how will you remember? Because I have started your English grammar. This is the syllabus. This is in the syllabus. So you will have exam on this. This is not a spoken English class. It's a grammar class. This grammar you have in your syllabus. So that is why, man, mindfully you hear, listen, then remember and reproduce. Tell me. When I ask, you have to answer. Then I'll know that you are following. Now, if you don't answer, don't keep quiet. Whomever I'm asking, please answer. Akshanta, Ashkanta, Ashkanta Panda.
I am stitching.
Yes, right. Samiksha, give me one
Susmita
example.
is clapping.
What is what?
Susmita is clapping.
Plaiting. What is plaiting?
Ma'am, clapping.
Clapping. Yes. Okay. Right. So all of you know Ritu, Samiksha, Sangeeta, Sausakanya. Swadhin. Swadhin, did you join just now? Swadhin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You give me one example of activity verb. Come on, fast. Any action is a activity word. Physical action. talking, dancing, eating, running, sleeping, everything. So make a sentence. Swadhin, come on. Tell me anything you can say. Swadhin is writing. Swadhin is talking. Okay, so talking is activity verb. Okay, now we'll go to the next verb that is called mental verbs. Now, the words are these: dancing, singing, walking. These are all activity verbs. Now, the second type of verb is mental verb. I think it is too late. Think. I know it is wrong. No. I wanted to meet him but could not. Wanted. Mental. Mane eti key action. Monore action. In your mind. Wanting, knowing, thinking, missing, loving. Okay, these are all mental verbs. So the underlined words are called mental verbs, showing some action of the mind. Mental verbs include dynamic and static verbs. Look at the board. You will see it is all written there. Mental verbs include both dynamic and static verbs. What is dynamic? Dynamic is see, hear, read, think, etc. And static is enjoy, fear, hate. Those things which, again, just like mental and activity, just like that. Mental verbs include these two types: dynamic and static. What are dynamic? See, hear, read, think. Both the mental and activity verb, if you mix to both of them, it will become dynamic. Okay, because see, hear, read, think. And static is enjoy, fear, hate, love, honesty. Okay, these are all static verbs. Now, one example. We will do so this is static and dynamic mental verbs. So tell me, mental verbs has two divisions: dynamic and static. What are dynamic? Usually that which is of the mind, jada, more. Think, know, want, see, hear, read, think, etc. These are all dynamic verbs. Now I'll ask you question one by one. Hear mindfully. And static verbs are enjoy, fear, hate, love. Okay, so he is an honest officer. So honest is static mental verb. Okay. Now
Okay, ma'am.
I enjoyed my holidays, or the weekend, or the Sunday. I enjoyed. So enjoyed is static mental verb. Okay, children. So you have to know this, how the difference between dynamic and static. Dynamic is see, hear, read, think, etc. These are all dynamic. Want, know, and all the action also. Walk, sing, dance, read, hear. So these are all dynamic. And static is enjoy, fear, hate, love, honest. Okay. So these are all static verbs, dynamic and static. Now, first you tell me what is a mental verb. Lopita
Yes,
Das,
ma'am.
you tell me what is a mental verb?
Mental verb, think, know, etc. are known as mental verb.
What they show? Action of the mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, action of the mind. So give me one sentence. Tell me one sentence. Example.
I'm thinking about my exams. Here, think is a mental verb.
Yes, right. Now Samiksha. Sangeeta. Sangeeta Sahu. Come on, answer, children. Sangeeta, are you there? Sukanya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You tell me give me one example of mental verb.
I reading a storybook.
I reading nahi. I am. I am reading a storybook. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
That is correct English. Now, Ritu,
Yes, ma'am.
you give me one example of a mental verb.
I am loving in my parents.
What I am?
I am loving in my parents.
No, that's wrong English. I love to dance. Okay, not loving dance. I love to dance. Nachibaku mate bhalo lage. I love to dance. Okay, so love. So that will be stative verb. Now again, I will go to dynamic and stative. Only first I'm asking you only mental verbs. You can say about thinking, knowing, wanting, some manner of the mind, action of the mind. Now that will be again divided as two types, dynamic and static. So dynamic, what you do? You think, you see, you hear, you read, all this. And static, you enjoy, you are scared or afraid or fear, or you hate, or you love, or you are honest, or you are brilliant. That which is just like abstract nouns, abstract feelings, which you cannot see. Can you see that you are enjoying? No. Can you see that you are fearing or you are scared? ତମେ ଡରି ଯାଇଛ, ଡରକୁ ଦେଖି ପାରିବ, ହାତ ମାରି ପାରିବ? No. So they come under mental verbs. Now you'll say I hate that person, or I hate dogs. Gruna. So hate, how will you hate? Can you touch or can you see hate? No. So those are all mental things which you feel, only anubhav, anubhuti. Okay, so those they come under mental verbs. Dynamic are you can see, hear, and read and think, all those. And stative is you cannot see but you can feel, you enjoy, you are afraid, you are loving someone, you don't like someone, you hate someone, you are enjoying, you are very brilliant in your studies. So those are what? Stative verbs. Stative verbs and dynamic are that which you can see, you can hear, you can read, you can think. Okay, I am seeing the scenery, I can hear the song, it's a beautiful song. I am reading a storybook, I think I am feeling unwell, I think I'm unwell. So those are all dynamic. And stative is which you cannot see, it's a feeling, enjoying, fearing, hating, loving, all those. She is very sweet. Sweet, can you see sweetness or can you touch it? No, it's a feeling, it's a thing of the mind. So that is stative. So those are stative verbs. Okay, now tell me, Jagriti,
Yes, ma'am.
you give me one example of a stative verb, one sentence. Make a sentence. Stative verbs.
I enjoy my birthday party.
I enjoyed my birthday party. Okay. That's right. Lopita, you tell me, you make a sentence and tell me.
I am enjoying the class.
Okay, right. Ritu, you make a sentence. Ritu,
Yes, ma'am.
you make a sentence with stative verb.
I am hate a dog.
Not I am. I hate dogs. Okay, I either you will say I hate a dog. Usually you should say I hate dogs. ମାନେ କୁକୁର ମତେ ଭଲ ଲାଗେନି ମୁଁ ଘୃଣା କରେ କୁକୁରକୁ. I hate dogs. Okay, not am. Am won't come there. Okay, right.
Yes, ma'am.
Manojna,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me. Give me a example of stative verb.
Okay. I hate those people who don't possess humanity.
Very good. I hate people who
Possess humanity.
do not have humanity in them. Very good.
Okay.
Good sentence.
Thank you, ma'am.
Raja Pandit. Raja,
Yes, ma'am.
you make a sentence.
I am reading now.
What verb is that? What verb? You told now. I am reading now. Tell me. Now we are doing mental verbs. So this is dynamic mental verb. Okay. Dynamic mental verb. Just now you said I am reading. Samiksha,
Yes, ma'am.
you make a sentence of stative mental verb.
Mental verb.
Stative.
She is very sweet.
Yes. Usually sweet, when you say, remember, it should be a girl. Boys are not sweet. They are handsome. She is very sweet. Or Radha is very sweet. Or she is a sweet girl. Okay. Sweet is
Yes, ma'am.
usually used with girls or females, women. Your mother is very sweet. Your sister is a sweet girl. Okay. Your mother is a sweet lady. So you can say Radha is a sweet girl. Okay. Or I like sweet girls. Something like that. Okay. Sweet mane bahut mitha tara swabhav. So she is very sweet. She is very sweet. Okay. Now Sangeeta,
Yes, ma'am.
you make a sentence from stative verb, having stative verb.
I am enjoying my day.
I'm enjoying my day. Okay. Right. Shruti,
Yes, ma'am.
you make a sentence from static verb, mental.
Yes, I like painting.
I like painting. Yes. Like. See, painting is also an activity, but because we have asked you mental verb or stative verb, so I like word is underlined. Understand, children? Now you have to differentiate. ठीक भाବରେ केमती पार्थक्य रखियो, you have to remember. Okay. Any
Yes,
action
ma'am.
is a verb. It's all right. Any action. But here you see, I like painting. Painting is also a verb. Like is also a verb. Now painting is action. You are doing some action. So that you will not underline because you have been asked mental verb or mental stative verb. So this is dynamic. You said painting, that is dynamic. If you say like, that is stative. So if you underline stative, then it is like. And if the teacher has asked you about dynamic, then you can underline painting. Understand, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Bhalare sunikri bujho. If you have any
Yes,
doubt,
ma'am.
please ask me. Because now I am not doing spoken English, I am doing English grammar. This is your syllabus book of 9th class. So this you have to know and learn and remember and write in your exam. Okay, children? That is why
Okay.
be very, very mindful what I'm telling you. This is from your book only. I'm giving examples and all the things, they are all from your syllabus and your syllabus book. Okay, so if it is asked in the question, underline the stative verb. I enjoy eating ice cream. Who will say? Ritu? Ritu?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now listen to me what I'm saying. I love eating ice cream. Now, which one is stative verb?
Love.
Yes, love. And what is eating?
Ice cream.
No.
Dynamic
What
verb.
what verb is eating?
Dynamic verb.
No, not dynamic. That is activity verb. Okay, you are eating. So mental, this comes under mental verb. Mental means something to do with your mind. Look, think, know, want, read, write. These are all mental. It comes in mental. And only stative is that which you cannot see, only feeling, enjoying, fearing, hating, loving, liking. Okay, so those are all stative. Now I will tell you a sentence. You have to tell me.
Okay, ma'am.
Radha uh, loves eating fruits. Pratyusha, Radha loves eating fruits. Now, which verb? Which word is stative verb? Come on, Pratyusha.
Ma'am, I have to
Radha loves eating fruits.
Ma'am, eating.
No.
Love.
Stative verb. I asked you stative verb. Stative verb is that which you
Loves.
feel only. So loves. Radha loves. Eating is activity verb. Doing something. And love is stative verb. Mental. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Lopita,
Yes, ma'am.
you say, I hate feeding the crows.
Ma'am, hate. Hate is the stative verb.
Very good. Okay. Raja
Yes,
Pandit,
ma'am. Yes,
you
ma'am.
tell me which one is static. Stative, not static. Stative. 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 Ram loves to eat kulfi. Ram loves to eat kulfi. Which word is stative verb?
Loves.
Yes, loves. Because eat is also a verb. But here, because you have been asked to underline the stative verb, you will underline love. So that is stative mental verb. Okay. Now, children, have you understood about mental verbs?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Man. So we did activity and mental. In mental, static and dynamic. Now we will go to communicative. Okay, communicative, you see, teacher is saying, I have not, no, Ravi is saying, teacher, I have not finished writing. Ravi said, write fast, the teacher said. The underlined words said are communicative verbs. First, you tell me what's the meaning of communicative or communication. What's the meaning of that?
Conversation.
type of conversation. Mane you are communicating with each other. You are conversing with each other. So the Ravi said, "Ki teacher, I have not finished writing." Mane board se safa kar douthile. So teacher, I have not finished writing. So what the teacher said? Write fast, jaldi likho. So this is communication. So these are communicative verbs.
Ma'am,
Okay.
again.
Teacher, I have not finished. Finished is communicative. Said is communicative. Write fast. Write hoji communicative. Write fast, the teacher said. Said and write. So these are all communicative verbs. Okay. Mane, when you are conversing, who is talking? Pratyusha, Raja, and Shruti. Come on, mute yourself. Mute. Raja, mute. Shruti. Loria, mute yourself. Okay. Now, communicative means you are having some communication with the person. Sukanya,
Yes, ma'am.
you please mute yourself, and Loria, please mute yourself. Too much of noise. Loria. Okay.
Ma'am,
So, tell me.
communicative verb is not seeing in the screen.
Not.
Ma'am, screen में देखा जाऊनी.
कहीं की देखा जाऊनी?
Ma'am, एबे देखा गला.
Hey, देखो, teacher, I have not finished writing, Ravi said. Write fast, the teacher said. So the underlined words are communicative verbs. Said. Okay. Write fast, the teacher said. Mane, or asking. The student Ravi asked, teacher, can you please explain this question again? Asked, said. These are all communicative words. See, communicative verbs. Okay, asked, said. When you are talking to each other, those words are communicative words, verbs. So here, see, write fast. Fast is also, write is also verb. Then teacher, I have finished is also verb. But that we are not underlining. We are underlining said. And if you write asked will be underlined because they are communicative verbs. Okay, so you have to differentiate. Manne rakho pilamane kete prakar asu alga achi. When you are asked activity, underline the activity verbs. You will underline the boy runs fast, or the girl is dancing, or Radhika is singing. Now, if you are asked to underline mental verbs, then I think, or I know, or
Love.
so or I enjoy. Then in mental verb also, if the teacher asks you underline the stative mental verb, then feelings, joti khali anubhuti achi, there you will underline. Okay, I love, I enjoy, I fear, I hate, I like. Okay, sweetness, all these are all stative verbs. Dynamic is thinking, hearing, knowing. These are all dynamic verbs. So you will underline those words. Now we are doing communicative. Both of them are, two persons are talking to each other, teacher and student, mother and child. Mother is saying, mother said, did you finish your lunch? The child asked mother, have you given me rice? Have you given me rice? He asked. Asked is communicative verb. Okay. Now, mother said. Said is communicative verb. Yes, I have given you. Why you have not finished? Nothing. Co-word verse. There are 2-3 verbs, but those you will not underline because here we are asking you about communicative verb. Okay, children. So accordingly, you will underline said, asked.
Again.
Okay. Just when you are talking to each other, these words will be underlined. So they are communicative verbs. Now, some examples are keep on talking. She stopped writing. The boy started running. He begins to read the book. All the underlined words are verbs of aspect. Verbs of aspect. Talking to each other like ask, say, call, tell, speak, write, etc. Communicative. Okay. Now, aspect is begin, start, stop, continue, keep. These words are verbs of aspect. Keep on talking. Keep. See, talking is also a verb. Activity. She stopped writing. Stopped is aspect. Writing is also a verb. What verb is writing? Who will say?
Action verb.
Yes.
Ma'am, action verb.
Yes, activity verb. Okay. Now,
Yes,
the boy started running. Started. Running is also a verb, but started is underlined because this is how running. When he has started. When did he start? When he's running. She stopped writing. The boy started running. Arambho kala. Daudi ba. So started is aspect. That is the aspect. He begins to read the book. Now read is also a verb, but that is not underlined. Begins. Begins, stopped, started, keep. These are all verbs of aspect. Continue, stop. All these words are verbs of aspect. Okay. Now I'll ask you questions about communicative and as verbs of aspect. Lopita,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Now you give me an example of communicative verb. How teacher and student are talking. Tell me anything.
Teacher, I have finished my homework. The student said, here said is the communicative verb. The teacher said good. Here said is the communicative verb.
Now good or nay? Good. Teacher said good. Okay. So this is how you speak good English. Good is not wrong. Good is also right. But then pronunciation is not good. So you will say good. The teacher said good. Okay. The student, what you said again, you say? Repeat.
The student said, I have finished my homework.
Now, homework. The student said, I have finished my homework. Okay. This is how you will say. The student said, I have finished my homework. The teacher said, good. So here, both said. They are, which words are communicative?
The words said are the communicative verbs.
Yes. Said is communicative verb. Okay. Now I'll ask. Jagriti.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You tell me one example of communicative verb. Give me an example. Mother, child, father, son, anything. Two friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
My mom said to me, you have to read.
Then what did you say? You can say, I asked, why should I read? asked. So there'll be different words. All of you are saying only said. Asked also you can say. Okay. Ask, say, call, tell, speak. These are all communicative because you are communicating with someone. The teacher is speaking or the teacher is talking to the student. Okay. Then the teacher asks the student, have you done your homework? So here the teacher asked. So asked is communicative. Otherwise, have you done your homework? Done is verb. But you will underline which one? Asked. Okay. Jigyasa? Ha, Dipti, you have raised your hand. Dipti?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you tell me. Give me an
Ram,
example.
Ram asked Sita to give him a
Asked
pen.
nahi, asked. Say
Asked
asked.
him.
Ha.
Ram asked Sita to give him a pencil. Sita said she don't have.
Ha, this is direct speech. Ram asked Sita, give me a pencil. Give me a pencil. Or do you have a extra pencil? Can you give me a pencil? Sita said, I do not have an extra pencil to give you. Okay, like this.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
he said and he asked. Asked and said. Both are communicative verbs. Okay. Jigyasa?
Yes, ma'am.
You also give me one example of communicative verb. Father and son. Their conversation.
Ma'am.
Say anything from your mind. Jaha mon ko aschu say. Try and say, I will correct you. Not to worry. What father said to his son? Tell me. Father, you can say, father called his son and asked, have you done your homework today? Or how did you do your studies in the school? Or where are you going? Or whatever. Have you finished your lunch or dinner or breakfast? Anything. So father called his son and asked him. Now, what did the son said? Son, you can give a name, Ram, Lakshman, whatever. Or Ravi. So Ravi answered. No, Papa, I have not finished my lunch. Or no, Papa, I have not finished doing my homework. So replied, said, answered. These are all communicative verbs. So father called and asked. Asked is communicative verb. Okay. Sukanya,
Yes, ma'am.
you tell me
Ma'am,
one example.
mother said to me, where is your sunglass? And I said to him, I said, Mama,
Yes.
I broke this.
I broke my glasses, my sunglasses. Okay. So both the
Yes.
said. So your mama also said, you also said. You can say, I replied. Mama asked me, or this is a question, na? So you will write asked. My mother asked me, where are your sunglasses? I replied or I answered, I broke my sunglasses. Okay. This is how you will say correctly and underline. Asked and replied. Both are communicative verbs. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shruti,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hello.
अच्छा ओके ठीक अच्छे छुआंकु मु टिके बाय कर दिए ओके चिल्ड्रन हेलो
Yes,
चिल्ड्रन
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Ma'am.
okay children
Yes, ma'am.
children it's already time so they have asked me to finish the class okay we in our next class I will continue and then I'll finish the verb
Yes,
okay
ma'am.
the next class we will do verb. Whatever I have taught you now remember I'll ask you question okay children
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
okay bye bye
Bye,
God
ma'am.
bless.
Bye, ma'am.